I knew that Carrie was struggling probably 7th or 8th grade.
I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety probably maybe in 8th grade, 9th grade. So now I'm a senior in college. Still have that diagnosis. Yeah, it's gotten a little bit worse, but then it's also gotten better.
I don't remember what it was that caused me to have concern, but I used to sneak in her room at night and check her phone texts. I hate to say it. And I saw some things on there that concerned me.
It felt like I was kind of empty, I guess. Like there wasn't anything there. It's not always being sad, but feeling guilty or hopeless. My dad was deployed when I was in 6th grade and then again in 9th grade. So that was a big disruption. My parents got divorced when I was in 6th grade, and it was a very messy, nasty divorce.
And I think was struggling with sexuality and had some really bad breakups.
I consider myself to be bisexual. I dated girls, boys, you know, people in between. You know, it's like, I don't know, if people who are watching this, if they're not gay, like imagine that, you know, imagine if you're dating someone, you don't feel safe like going out with them for a movie. You don't feel safe holding their hand. You feel like you can't tell mom and dad, you know, I'm dating so-and-so and they're great. Sometimes it can be fun, kind of like it's a secret, but you know, a lot of times you're just kind of sick of it and you just want people to like you. And it just seems so trivial and you just kind of are so angry about it too.
Tori is the best dog ever. She's a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix. She's 12 years old. She's so funny, smart, and she's really spunky. She's always very curious, and she loves people. Whenever we're walking and she sees a person, her ears kind of go up like this, and she looks right at him, and then she has to run over and sniff them, and hopefully they'll pet her. And once she sees someone, there's no getting her back. So I hope that people like her. I got Tori on October 18th, 2016, and I've had her for 1 year and 5 months. I got her at the SPCA when it was in Tonawanda, and now it's moved to West Seneca. So I got her at that shelter, and the shelter is about 5 minutes from where my friend is buried. My friend's name was Tori. She passed away on October 16th, 2015. I just thought it was cute because Tori, the human, loved dogs. It's always hard for me around that time of year because I really miss her and I think about her a lot.
What was my reaction when I heard that Carrie wanted to adopt a dog? So very mixed. We weren't sure that it was such a wise idea, quite honestly. I'm being honest. Just from a logistical standpoint, she's a college student. How are you going to have it in your dorm?
So I called my mom and I said, Mom, you know, I fall in love with a dog, it's a Rottweiler. And she laughs like, are you kidding me?
I guess that was, you know, when I hear about mauling, I guess more of the mauling is pit bulls, but I guess I kind of lumped, Rottweilers in the same category. And I think a lot of other people do too, because Carrie's had that.
I've had a couple of people, I was walking her once on a leash and somebody saw her and just took off running because they were scared. But I had somebody tell me that she looked vicious. Yeah, isn't this the most vicious dog you've ever seen? Like, look at this beast. But I think they see big black dog and they get a little freaked out. But she's a good girl. She's usually smiling. Like that. So emotional support animals are any animal that you want. It could be a horse or a reptile, a cat or a dog. And it doesn't need any special training. It's just you have to go to a doctor. Psychiatrists work really well. If you go and they determine that you have some sort of disability that you need support for. So that can be anything like ADHD, it can be depression, anxiety, any kind of mental problem that you might have. That doesn't include stuff like if you're deaf or if you're blind. That's a service dog, not an emotional support animal. And So once you get this letter explaining your disability and why you need one and what the animal is going to do for you, the pros to having one is it can live anywhere with you, and then it can also go on a flight. So anywhere that you want to live that says no pets, legally under the Fair Housing Act, they have to let you have your animal there.
It's a companion, so you're never alone. There's always somebody who you think is just the cutest somebody in the whole wide world. Cutest dog in the whole wide world. Yeah, it just makes everything a little bit lighter. I mean, you can't have a day that's completely crappy if you have a dog. So if anyone is watching this and they're away from home right now, and if they have a family dog when they go home, and you see the family dog, it's like that, but it's every single day. It's awesome.
I think when you have an emotional support dog, it is a constant reminder of the good in the world, a constant reminder of love and affection, all these good things. You can't have a totally bad day because you have somebody that you have to take care of.
I have learned some coping skills, but if all else fails, I always have a hand to hold, a paw to hold, and we can always do something together. You know, I'm never gonna text her and she's gonna say, no, I'm busy. So that's nice. And just when I see her face, I just get like this warm, fuzzy feeling. She's a good puppy. It's the best.